everyone, and welcome to my little corner. In this video, I am taking you behind the scenes of how I film my YouTube videos, especially if you're a new YouTuber who's still trying to figure this all out. So I am gonna show you exactly everything it takes and everything I do to set up what you don't see on camera. So let me start up by showing you how I set up for filming my videos. So as you can see, it is not a lot of work. I don't use a ton of stuff. I just use the two lights as I showed you. And then I also turn on my lamps, both lamps on my bedside tables, just to give it a little bit of extra light, I guess, from this side. And then I just have my tripod right in front of me with the camera on top of it. And that's my very basic setup, where I just sit in my bed and right now I'm talking to you. When I started making my videos on YouTube, I didn't have these lights. I couldn't afford anything. So I was just using daylight, the free light of the sun. But even though that is a great option if you're just starting out YouTube, you should definitely make total use of sunlight, especially if you have like big windows in your house, if you have a really good spot where a lot of light comes in. But at some point I started to realize, and I got a little bit frustrated, because the light from the sun is very unreliable. It changes, it's cloudy. If randomly a cloud passes by, suddenly it gets really dark all of a sudden. And then also you have to only film during certain times of the day when you have enough daylight. So it was very restrictive. So that's why I decided to invest in these two lights. So the two softbox lights that I showed you when I was setting up, these are Fovitech softbox lights, and I got these off of Amazon. They come as a 2 kit, so you get both of them, and both of them, they comes with the light bulb, which is pretty massive. And those things, it can be replaced. So if they stop working, you can just order the light bulbs themselves. And honestly, I've had this thing, I think I bought this maybe 2 years ago, and they still work. I haven't had to replace the light bulbs yet, so they work perfect. It gives enough light for my videos, and they were around $100. So just like I said, I didn't buy the lights right when I started YouTube because I couldn't afford it then, so I used daylight. But if you want to improve your videos, I would really suggest you invest in some kind of lighting like this. The tripod that I'm using is also my second upgraded purchase that I've made. Right when I started the channel, I had like the cheapest tripod that I found. I don't even know, 10 bucks. I don't even remember how much it cost, but it was very flimsy. You know, it wasn't, yeah, I just felt like I needed to upgrade to something more sturdy. And this one is a Sunpack Ultra 6000 PG. And I bought this on Best Buy, I believe, and it was $40. As you can see, it was an upgrade, but it wasn't like a massive, expensive upgrade. It's a lot sturdier than the one I had before, and I really like it. $40. I think if you want a tripod, this one is really good. And the camera that I'm using right now is a Canon EOS M50. This one is a great camera, especially if you're a beginner. Like, I didn't know anything about cameras. I still don't, to be honest with you, but it's such user-friendly. You just kind of like play around with it and just figure it out. I don't think you should know, or you have to know everything, all the capabilities of the camera itself. Just know all the things that you need for your needs. So for me to film my videos, I believe that I know everything that I need enough for me to film these videos. So I'm happy with it. So this camera is right now, depending on where you buy it, is between $500 and $600. I bought this camera like right after it came out, and I believe I paid a bit more than that, but right now it's between $500 and $600. And if you're a beginner, you might not have enough money for it. I certainly did not when I started YouTube. I started YouTube with those really old cameras where you're supposed to only take photos with it. It was like a $40 compact digital camera, and it was really bad. Like, honestly, I do not watch my old videos. It is so cringy and the quality was so horrible. So this camera was certainly an investment. I financed it, paid it slowly, and it works. It still works. It's a great camera for video, for photos, and it's really small, so you can take it with you everywhere. You know, it's not like those big DSLR cameras where it's kind of complicated also for you to use it and learn to use it. This is a mirrorless camera, and it's very easy for you to learn how to work with it. As far as setting up for videos goes, this is pretty much it. And I will have the links to all of these items in the description of the video, and they're not sponsored links. It's just for you if you want to check it out if you're interested in buying them. And besides the setup to film the videos, something else that goes behind the scenes of YouTube videos is the brainstorming of videos. Before a video even happens in the first place, you have to come up with ideas for the video. You have to know what you're going to talk about or what you're going to do. So a notebook. This is my notes, and I have here just a whole ton of video ideas and planned videos. So before a video happens, I brainstorm, I come up with ideas. When I have an idea, I basically write an outline of the video, things that I want to mention, talk about, because I'm very forgetful. If I don't write it down, I will forget. And the other things that go behind the scenes of a YouTube video is what happens after you film a YouTube video. So after I'm done filming this video, I will have to edit it, and I will have to edit a thumbnail for the video. So the editing software that I use to edit my videos is Wondershare Filmora 9, and that software cost me $60, I believe, and it's just a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription, so you pay $60 and you have the program forever. And lastly, the last thing that goes behind the scenes is the thumbnail of the video. So what I use to edit my thumbnails is Photoshop. Photoshop is great. I'm not an expert in Photoshop, but just like the camera, I just figured out just the basic things that I need to make my thumbnails. There's also some free websites online where like Photor or Canva, and they also have templates for you, so you don't have to make a thumbnail from scratch, but you can, of course, and those are free. Sometimes I use those, you know, if I just need a very simple thumbnail. But most of the time I use Photoshop, and Photoshop is $10 a month. But something very interesting that you need to know is, how do you even have a thumbnail? How do you get that photo for the thumbnail? So in most cases, after I film the video, I leave it still on filming mode. I don't just take a bunch of pictures because I don't know, that seems more complicated. And I kind of just like move around the frame and I just kind of like smile and do poses. And then while I'm editing the video, I will just pause that video and then take a screenshot of that video to be like a photo, and that becomes my thumbnail, and then I will edit that photo. And this is it. This is the behind the scenes magic behind a YouTube video. This is basically that is going on behind the scenes. If you have any questions, if you want to know more, let me know in the comments down below. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.